We recently designed an age-in-place home in Calgary. Kind of have some reflections on that project and a top 10 list of the best strategies that we came across in the design of the senior junior house and laneway. Number 10, creating spaces for comfort. In this case, we use cork flooring throughout the entire main floor of the house. And that is because it's a very comfortable material. It's malleable, it is very absorptive, which is great for the joints as you age. Number 9, creating spaces for rest. I've kind of positioned benches and spaces to lounge throughout the house. It's not only about the bedroom and the living room, but at the entry, we have a bench so that when you're coming in, you can take off your shoes and your coat and have a space to rest and maybe have a view from that space. Number 8, creating spaces that are adaptable. We have in the principal bathroom a vanity that kind of has removable parts. So the actual cabinet can be removed, whereas the countertop remains, so that if you're in a wheelchair, you can still roll up to the sink and use it as you normally would, just a little bit less storage, but it's always going to be accessible and always going to be usable. Number 7, creating spaces that are accessible. We have kind of a continuous ramp that leads up to the house, so that if you're coming with a stroller or if you're coming with a wheelchair, the house is always accessible and always welcoming. Number 6 is creating spaces for movement. So we have 4-foot wide hallways, 3-foot wide doors throughout the entire house so that you can move freely through them. Transitions between materials are always kept to a minimum so that if you are, say, rolling a wheelchair over, going from a cork to a tile, that transition is going to be seamless between the two. Nice, done. 5, creating spaces to grow, being able to tend to things. So the solarium space is a space that you can look out onto from inside the house, but it also kind of provides a bit of a buffer between the neighbors and the interior. Number 4, creating spaces for hobbies, being able to explore what makes you you. In the case of this project, we created spaces so that the clients could enjoy their tandem passion of dance and flamenco and kind of enjoy that activity together. Number 3, creating spaces for memories, having, collected art and artifacts. It's important to remind yourself of where you've been. So created several pieces of millwork where the clients can put that on display. They can remind themselves of trips that they've gone on or artists that they've known and kind of incorporate that into their daily ritual. Number 2, creating a space for light, knowing where the light is going to be over the course of the day, making sure that there's ample light in hallways and circulation spaces so that with declining vision, you can always find your way around the house and be comfortable where you are. And the number 1 age-in-place design strategy is creating a space for family. In the case of the senior junior house and laneway, it's the house and the laneway and then the courtyard in between that allows them to come together as a family. Having that sense of proximity is really important to them and is really important to a lot of us. As we age, we want to spend time with our family.